Yes, Fin fans, the time is finally here. The Miami Dolphins are looking like the number one team in the NFL. After years of painful and sometimes heartbreaking seasons, Miami finally has something cooking in South Beach. Going into the new NFL year, there are high expectations for Miami. After a very good offseason acquiring players like David Long Jr. and most notably Jalen Ramsey, and even after some disappointing losses before the season even began, Miami started week one harder than any other team.
Field position 35 of LA. He's got Hill. That's a touchdown. Hill. And they go to the end zone and caught. Hill. Touchdown.
In 3 weeks, they have gone from Super Bowl odds of 2,500, tied with the Chargers at the time, to plus 900, now tied with the Bills, and only below the Eagles, Chiefs, and Niners. Anyone keeping up with the general NFL news knows Miami is the talk of the town. People discussing this team's potential and dissecting how they've played. But I feel there is one player making all of this possible, and he is not getting the recognition he deserves. Tua Tagovailoa. Now, there are people saying good things about Tua. He isn't getting trashed anymore, at least. But I feel people aren't aware of how Tua is the reason this offense is performing anywhere near as well as it is. The game against the Chargers is the prime example of that.
The move. Blocked by Lamb. Tagovailoa chased by Bosa. Tagovailoa. Amazing caught. Hill. Right there. Most into the end zone. And he's got. There goes Hill. He gets by James. Breaks a tackle on Jackson.
Looking back on Tua's career, there are two games that stick out to me as Tua's best. Week 1 against the Chargers of this year, and Week 2 last year against the Ravens. And after rewatching both games, I was shocked at just how much better Tua played against the Chargers than he did a year ago against the Ravens. We all remember Tua's game against the Ravens last year in Week 2, where he scored 6 touchdowns in that comeback victory. And he looked insane. I mean, obviously, 6 touchdowns is no joke. But after rewatching the tape and seeing how he played compared to how he played against the Chargers, I noticed some insane differences in the way he handled the ball and threw the ball. Against the Ravens, Tua's passes were often high, sometimes putting his receivers at risk of not even making the catch. And if it is, it's a difficult catch. And when they weren't high, they didn't have a ton of speed, allowing the defense more time to adjust where the ball was going. It was working, but it was obvious that Tua had some things to improve on that, you kind of miss in the hype of the moment watching your quarterback throw 6 touchdowns. You think he's God, but in reality, looking at it, there was definitely some things that separated him from someone like Mahomes or Rodgers at the time. But it's safe to say, come Week 1 in LA, Tua had made some otherworldly improvements on his game. Tua went from promising and talented to absolutely elite. You want to talk about confidence and swagger? Tua knew he was balling. This is where I want to get into how elite I believe the tape shows Tua is, and why I think he is the head honcho for this greatest show on surf and turf that's happening in South Beach. Tua enters a mode we've never seen before in this game. He said, fuck it, and started thundercutting the football like it owes him money and won't pay up. But in all seriousness, we need to talk about Tua's accuracy. Because on this play right here, just look how he throws his football. How he leads and how Braxton Berrios is falling and puts it right where it needs to be. It doesn't get better than that. Good catch by Braxton too. I think that got overlooked as well. And don't even get me started on this play. Pockets collapse and Tua steps up on the run, off his back foot, throws it. Tyreek, boom, perfect, right to Tyreek. Wasn't even underthrown. It was honestly overthrown. If he threw that slightly less, Tyreek would have taken that to the house. Doesn't end up mattering anyway, but dude, insane. And this right here is the best pass in NFL history, just about. Dude, don't even at me with it. Come on, dude, there is not a single quarterback in this league that is making that throw. Where it just glitched in the Tyreek's hands. You're not seeing any other quarterback do that. I promise you. You'll see quarterbacks make a throw like that, and the wide receiver turns around and jumps over the corner to make the catch. But you won't see a quarterback throw a ball where it just falls into the receiver's hands on literally skin tight coverage. And now I want to start pointing out to his pocket awareness. Like, he sees his pockets collapsing, he rolls out to his right on the run, throws an absolute dart for a first down. And right here, man, I mean, you can see the pocket completely collapsed on top of him, and he just stayed calm and cool, didn't care, and stepped up and made an absolute amazing pass. Like, you can't phase Tua. Right back to the Braxton Berrios catch. I mean, you see the pocket collapses, Tua evades the sack, rolls out to his right, and then throws that amazing pass we already covered. It's just Tua's pocket awareness. Like, you can't, it's so hard to sack him. With how good the offensive line's playing and how good Tua is at getting the ball out or getting out of the way before a sack can happen, he's been sacked like once in 3 games, and this is why. I want y'all to check how quick Tua's releases here. He's scanning the field, sees the open receiver, throws it like immediately. As soon as he catches Tyreek open, like that ball is out of his hands. Insane release. And I'm going to highlight the Patriots game here to show you another way Tua can just absolutely decimate your defense. I mean, the Patriots were stacking 3 safeties deep and just keeping the middle of the field covered the entire game. Obviously scared of Tyreek and Jalen Waddle. So what does Tua do? He's getting the ball out in less than 2 seconds, damn near every single play. And the Patriots couldn't really stop it because what are they going to do? Bring the safeties down and the linebackers down? It's going to open up the middle of the field, and Tyreek's going to burn them for, a 200-yard game again. So this is why this Dolphins offense is insane, but this is especially why Tua is the centerpiece of it. Because, we saw last year when Tua went down, and we had Skylar Thompson or Teddy Bridgewater in the game, and we weren't winning games with them. Even though we have these stacked receivers in this offense with these running backs that can make plays, and they couldn't get wins, it's because this, Tua is what makes this system complete. His accuracy, pocket awareness, his release, his ability to read the defense, find open people when they're not even open yet. He knows when a receiver is going to be open. You look at the Chargers game, he throws the ball and, right where he knows Tyreek Hill is going to be. And that's, and that's how you beat even the best teams in the league. And that's how you become an elite quarterback. And that's just what it is. Tua for MVP, baby.